Let's talk about rides in Minneapolis. We're gonna do some trip comparisons now.
Yeah, this is going to be fun because we're going to get a lot of these. Okay, as I said, Steve is in Minneapolis, who's the CEO of Ride, but we have Joe Pierce, top contributor of the Rideshare Guy. He's been driving in Minneapolis for, I don't know, a decade or so. So what he did is, he's doing trips already on the Rides platform, right? This is what the receipt is going to look like on the left, people. Look how refreshing that is. Look how transparent that is. Uber and Lyft, are you watching this? This is transparency, Uber and Lyft. Not your hocus pocus external fees, the blah, the switcheroo, all that stuff. And on the Uber side, our commercial insurance is going through the roof. We're going to charge $50 for a single trip in LA on commercial insurance. I'm like, yeah, BS. See, this is how you run a business. These are 3 identical trips, 3 of them, okay? In this case, the passenger paid $15.87. The breakdown is pretty clear. The fare, the perk, there was no perk. The safety surcharge is the commercial insurance and credit card processing. Completely transparent, completely clear. So this was a trip of 8.59 miles and 22 minutes. The driver got paid $13.05. The rider paid $15.87. There is no take rate, right? Now, look at the middle screenshot, Chris. On Lyft, with a 6-minute pickup, same drop-off, Lyft was charging the rider $23.99. And Uber, for the same thing at the same time, was charging $22.91.
So you know what that means?
Here? Now,
that the driver would make $10 to $11 out of that.
Max, right? So let's go with 50-50. Okay, let's go 50-50. So on Uber, $23. On Lyft, let's say 23. So driver would have made 11.5, right? I doubt it, but let's say it was. The big winner here is who? The rider. The rider is paying, let's say this is 16, 23, $7 less for the exact same trip. Why would any rider stay on the Uber platform? I don't know. Now, in most cases, this is not going to be exactly this, but it's always going to be less because there is no take rate. So the rider paid $7 less, which is close to 30%, 30% less, 25% less. And the driver made $13.05 instead of 11.5. That's another $1.50. That's another 10 to 12%. So who wins? The rider wins, the driver wins, and we move on. We do trips. That's it. We don't mess around. We don't dick around. We just do trips. And I don't see any reason why this is not going to be a success. So that's it.
Oh, yeah. One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it. And I mean, especially having 6,000 riders already download the app. I mean, that just goes to show you right there that, and Jeff says it right now, they're going to obviously be cheaper, and passengers are just as pissed off that their rates are going up because
a couple of years ago already. See, this is the crowd. 13 for almost 9 miles is not great. That's $1.30 a mile, Stefan. And I guarantee you, for 9 miles on X or regular Lyft, standard Lyft, you are not getting paid $13. I guarantee you that. Why don't you compare that in your city where you are? Let's see if you're getting $13. This is base, no surge, none of the shenanigans. Okay, so if you don't like it, don't use it. I'm just telling you. All I'm saying is that the rider is a winner, the driver is a winner. That's it. Period.
Yeah. Botus says, "I bet riders tip better on rides." It's I would probably agree with that, especially if you are going to
have more room to tip.
Well, I think also too, you're going to be more customer focused, and the driver and customer experience bringing together and having a better relationship instead of pitting them against each other, which Uber and Lyft do, because that's what they do. They'll pit them against, it's the driver, it's the ride, whatever it might be. It's never us. It's not anything to. So that's what Uber and Lyft does. But what Steve and what Wridz is doing, they're trying to mend that relationship. So I think if you have something like that, yeah, you're probably naturally going to have more and better tips on that platform, just because you're creating an atmosphere for that type of behavior.
Well, at the moment, the rates are not set. This is a good question. It's not July 1, by the way. It's okay, I'm gonna say January 1, but we're gonna change that next week. This is the higher rates kick in January 1. Roulette wheel. It's not July 1. But yeah, obviously, I mean, now if Uber and Lyft have to raise the rates on the rider, right? Rideshare is going to raise the rates, match those $28 and 31, right? And then still going to be lower than Uber and Lyft for the rider, and the driver is going to make more. So winner, chicken dinner. I don't see any downside here. So yeah, this is the deal. Yeah, I mean, what else is there?
I don't know. I think that's it's good, and over time we will see what happens, especially as you know it ramps up towards these changes and what's happening, and also post change. We still got quite a few months until there is that actual change, and again, the several other markets that are in the area that are active when it comes to rides. We'll be able to compare those types of things as well too. So there's a lot of things when it comes to having competition and everything in general. So I think it'll be good. I think it'll be better for drivers. I think it'll be better for riders. And it'll kind of toss these larger companies on the side. I've said this many times already. Uber and Lyft are ripe for disruption. They've become stagnant. They've become stale. They're yesterday's news. They're sour milk. Honestly, they're shit. That's what they're turning into. They're trying to keep things fresh with like this Go Get 23, which we'll talk about in a little while. But in reality, it's the enshittification of things. And we talked about that with Cory Doctorow when he came on. And they're just stagnant, and somebody's going to come along better. They're going to offer a better opportunity for drivers. They're going to offer a better experience for the customer. And they're the ones who are gonna change when Uber and Lyft just sit back and say, oh, we're gonna do this, that, and the other thing, and we're just focused on profit. Well, you're gonna let everything go by the wayside, and you're just gonna be ripe for disruption. So disruptors are gonna get disrupted, and it's only gonna happen quicker. It took 100 years for the taxi industry to get disrupted. It's only gonna take 15 years for Uber and Lyft to get disrupted, and they're on the precipice of that happening right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Competition is good. Choices are good. You don't have to love Wridz, man. It's another tool in your toolbox. Just turn the app on and then do some trips and compare. You're a business person. Figure it out. You don't like it? Don't do it. Nobody's putting a gun to anybody's head to do Uber either or Lyft. Okay?
Yep.
And it's like, it's an app that's functioning. You're making more money. Rider is paying less. I don't see the downside. So let's go to the next one.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.